Yo, 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 yo. Once again, we're back. This is No Glove Sports, part of the No Gloves Network. This is your man, Victor Freeze Music, and I'm here with my co host, the lovely and always exuberant, ever present. I need Derek C. Williams to help me out in this moment, but I'm going to do the best I can. This is Miss Andrea Lynch. What's up? What's up?
What's up? What's up, Big? How you doing today?
Coolin'. We here on Mother's Day of all days. We here.
Mm.
So let's see what today produces with this motherly energy that is swirling around us. We're
Oh,
gonna talk basketball for just a minute because round two of the NBA playoffs in 2023 is now officially closed. The last game, Game 7, happened today. So let's start with that game. Because I'm very disappointed in the effort that Philly brought, even though they were playing away.
mm-hmm.
Um, James Harden had what 9 points. Joel Embiid 1 assist. I mean, Tobias Harris was one of their leading scorers, and it just seemed like they did not bring their A game to Boston. And I thought with Joel Embiid winning the MVP, maybe that satisfied his thirst a little bit. But I really thought that his leadership would show. James Harden seemed to be playing at a top level, and it seems like I don't know. Maybe they left it all in Game 6. Yeah, I was very disappointed in just the effort. You can lose a game, but just the effort that Philly brought. Congratulations to the Boston Celtics for making it to the Eastern Conference Finals again, and they're going to be playing the Miami Heat. So that's the first game we're going to talk about. So Celtics versus Heat. Who you
And I
got?
told you, and all my picks have been right. Okay, I'm just letting you know that I put it out there. All my picks have been right. Okay.
Don't you won't take now. All them picks ain't been right. Okay,
Yes,
you
yes,
won't
yes, yes. My picks have been right. Okay.
take.
Oh, go ahead.
I got the legend now. I got the legend now. You've been doing pretty good, but I got the legend now. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. Celtics versus Heat. Who you got?
I got the Celtics in 7.
Celtics in 7. Tell me why.
Because they're hungry. They wanted to get back to the champion, and they're back now. And even though they don't have their coach, they still have the same players. And I just don't think Miami has enough.
So you think that Miami doesn't have enough stars? Their bench, coaching. What are they coming up short in comparison to the
I think
Celtics?
they don't have enough stars, and I think they don't have enough bench. And Eric Spoelstra is a championship coach, so I don't have a problem with the coaching.
Celtics in 7, she says. I will take Heat in 7. It's assuming that Jimmy Butler can stay healthy. He
Hmm.
showed me something. He really, really showed me something in these last two series. And color me impressed with Eric Spoelstra's coaching. Jimmy Butler should have been a candidate for MVP. And I'm going to not go any further into that. If you disagree, you as in anybody listening to this, I say amongst all players on all teams, the Miami Heat are not in the Eastern Conference Finals without Jimmy Butler. And that's what the MVP is about. It is a regular season award. I think they need to add a MVP of the playoffs so that the person who takes it the furthest postseason can also get their credit, even if they don't successfully make it to a championship. But I think Jimmy Butler will be the deciding factor in that series, plain and simple. If he goes playoff Jimmy, Boston's in trouble. The Heat's defense is the bane of everyone they play's existence. They play tough. They play hard nosed. They will not beat themselves. They will not quit on a game. They will not do anything to help you win. I don't think Boston's IQ is good enough to take over in a series. Now, if Jason Tatum plays like he played today and puts up 50-point games, they're unbeatable. But I don't think with that lockdown defense that Miami has and how many defenders they have, even if they don't have the offensive scoring threats, they can keep the game close. And just Boston just has a very hard time closing. So if they can't get out to a dramatic lead like they got, they just have a hard time closing.
Jason Tatum had all year, all summer to figure out what happened to them. So them boys is they hungry, they ready.
I respect that. I got Miami in 7. Andreas got Boston in 7. We will see. The other series, Western Conference Finals. We got Lakers versus Nuggets. Who you
Hmm.
got?
I got the Lakers in 7.
Why?
I think Anthony Davis is about to show up, shine, and he's on the money. And as long as he stay healthy, he will take the Lakers to the championship.
Let me find out you attaching your cart to the Anthony Davis train.
And
What if LeBron get hurt?
he
You
won't.
still
Okay, his body,
Celtics.
he keep that body in shape and right and eating right. He gonna have the boys ready. He gonna have them focused, and he will prove to be a leader, like the other one over there in Phoenix can't win a championship.
Let me find out.
Shout out to Kevin Durant, still riding that bus.
Let me find out that the Kevin Durant slander is still very much alive.
I
Wow.
can't stand him. Okay, if Anthony Davis be on the money, give us at least 30, okay, and 15 rebounds, we will win. LeBron James, he ready for this challenge, and he will
Did you
have the
say 30 and 15?
yeah. I say 30 and 15, even 30 and 10. I'm good with that. But LeBron James will have them other brothers who ain't never been in the championship. He will have them ready and focused. Okay, because that's the same thing he did in Miami. He want number 5 because that means he's more closer to Michael Jordan.
You think LeBron will ever get 6?
No, and I think 5 will be okay. He'll be okay with 5. The only championship that really matters, if you want to keep it 100, is what he done for Cleveland. Everything else was extra. I feel like Miami was his college years, and so he had to go to Miami to win a championship. But when he brought that championship to Cleveland, top of the top of the mountain, he gonna always be top of the mountain. He brought a championship home, and
Uh,
ain't nobody done that.
that's an interesting take.
Hmm.
I tend to agree. I think the first Miami championship
Hmm.
is the most important because it's just kind of like having your first sexual experience, just to get that monkey out of your back and take the
Yep.
pressure off.
Yep.
And then you can rise to the occasion.
He grew up to be a man. He grew up to be a leader. And honey, everything else is just that's icing on the cake. And if LeBron James win the championship this season, all he waiting for is Bronny to do that one season at USC.
So let's just say he win this year and he get his fifth one.
Mm-hmm.
Does he surpass Jordan?
No, because Jordan's got 6.
So if he gets 6 and he tied Jordan, do he surpass Jordan?
You gotta get that 7 to pass Jordan. You can't just be right there with him. Okay, you
So
can't
the only way to surpass Michael Jordan as the GOAT
be
conversation is with 7 rings.
with 7 rings. And I just don't think he gonna get 7. I know he gonna get 5. I'm not
Okay.
sure about 6, but if he wins number 5, it's icing on the cake, and all he got to do is sit back, rest a little bit, and wait till Barney comes out of college so he can play with he can play with his father as his farewell on to the next level of his life.
So you have no faith in the Denver Nuggets, is what you're saying.
They're a good team. Don't get me wrong. I love Jamal Murray, and when he hurt his ACL, I was sad for him. And I think he's a rising star, and I think he's coming up. But baby, y'all need one more year. LeBron James is ready. He got his body in shape. He got Anthony Davis playing the best basketball right now. And if Anthony Davis stay healthy, LeBron James is gonna win the championship. And he got fresher legs and he got shooters. That's all he needed.
What
And young,
what what's, what would happen in one more year for the Denver Nuggets? You think?
they will have experience, and they will go back after this season, losing to LeBron James in 7, and
Hmm.
see what they need to tweak and what they don't need to tweak, and they'll be back. They'll be back by the storm come next year.
Well, funny thing,
Hmm.
I hate when we agree. I'll say this:
Hmm.
Lakers in 7. I got Lakers in 7. I hope they can get it done in 6
Me
because
too.
Game 7 will be in Denver, and I
Yes.
don't like that. So they're gonna have to take a game the first time they go to Denver, or they're gonna be in trouble.
Right.
If they go down
Hmm.
uh 0-2 to Denver, it's over. So they have to steal at least one game in Denver, and
And
then it's in
win on their
series.
home court. Hmm. Right.
Now, the thing about it is, I think it's gonna be such a chess match.
Hmm.
Jokic, Jokic could have been MVP again
Hmm.
for a third straight year, and it
Hmm.
would have pissed everybody off,
Hmm.
including the players. But at the end of the day, you got to give that man his credit
Hmm.
because he is the literally the best big man in the game, hands down. Even though he's not exciting, he's not impressive to look at. He's not gonna make a bunch of your highlight reels other than with some slick passes.
Hmm.
But his plus minus has to be incredible out of this world because when he's on the floor, his usage rate is probably crazy because he's the ball is always in his hands.
Hmm.
And but he's not always the one to take the shot. So they're not dependent on him to score. They're just dependent on him to run the ball through to set the plays up. But
Hmm.
at the end of the day,
Hmm.
when you put Jamal Murray
Hmm.
with his confidence and almost right next door to arrogance,
Hmm.
beside that level or caliber of IQ of a player like Jokic,
Hmm.
then I think that is the best duo I've seen since John Stockman and Karl Malone
Hmm.
because Jokic is very smart. He can get you open. He can get you a shot.
Hmm.
But when it comes down to Jamal Murray plays like Kobe. Like he
Hmm.
don't care who out there. He don't care who guarding him. He want to take the shot. But at the end of the day, he doesn't have so much pride or arrogance that he won't give it up to the open man.
Hmm.
And he's always looking for Yoke. So at the end of the day, they play off of each other so well that they can anticipate each other. So if you notice when they play, their passes are always lead passes. He'll pass it to an open spot on the floor and nobody will be there. And then all of a sudden, Jokic or somebody will just show up in that spot. The ball will already be on the way, just like you would if you were a NFL quarterback. You have to lead your receivers.
Hmm.
So um, and in order to do that, there has to be just a level of continuity between the players that can only come from chemistries and years of playing together. I think this is the finals right here. I think whoever comes out of the West is gonna walk over and probably gentlemen sweep whoever comes out of the East, Miami or Boston. This is the NBA finals right now.
I do believe that. Hmm. I do.
So I think this is going to be a chess match between two very smart ball clubs,
Hmm.
very smart coaches, and both teams have a lot of continuity. So their benches are equally as deep. They got a
Hmm.
lot of threats coming off that are not their star players on both sides. So I
Hmm.
think this is just effort and whoever decides to show up in leadership.
Hmm.
And I think it's really honestly anyone's series, but seeing as how I roll with the King, I'm going with Lakers in 7. And like you say, I think this is going to be one of those losses that sit with those guys all year and all off season, and that
Hmm.
will be motivation and their fuel for next year. So we definitely agree on the outcome, and how Denver is going to fare after they
Mhm.
take this L.
Mhm.
All right.